Good afternoon, my name is Dryden. I'm from Port Elizabeth in South Africa, and I'm very actively involved in the extension of Farming God's Way internationally. It's been an interesting journey, but I just thought that I'd like to just share a little bit of my testimony of how I engaged initially in the agricultural sector. From when I was a young kid, I always wanted to be a marine biologist. So from when I was 5, I remember always just desire to be involved in studying different parts of the ocean and the life in the oceans. And nobody could dissuade me from that particular heart's desire. And whether it be marine biologists themselves saying you couldn't do this work, or people saying, Grant, you're not going to earn enough money, nothing could dissuade me from doing that. But when I was in the military, during our 2 years of service, the military service in South Africa, I was busy filling in my application forms to go to university. And while I was filling in those application forms, the Holy Spirit really arrested me, and He said to me, you need to wait on me because it's the most important decision of your life. And I really did. I waited on Him, and I waited and waited, and He didn't say anything. And this is where I really wanted to encourage you all. I just don't see today people not prepared to take the time to really understand the call of God in their lives. They're not prepared to do the things that are necessary to be able to wait on God. And over a month, I went and did a Daniel fast. And a Daniel fast is very easy to do. You know, anybody can do it. You just cut out your niceties, your puddings, and drink fancy drinks, drink water, eat vegetables. It's a fantastic way. You really get healthy, but it allows us and our spirits to become awakened and aligned to God and to listen to Him. And I did this for a month in the military, and during this time, the Lord completely removed that deep, heartfelt desire to be a marine biologist, and He put within me a call. And that call was that I would be able to study agriculture, to be able to teach the poor how to come out from under the yoke. And if I look back, the journey going through studying agriculture, I got a 4-year honors degree in agriculture, acting in obedience toward that. I still never got all of that knowledge that I was hoping to get to be able to transform people's lives. And then it was, after university, probably another 8 or 9 years before I really started to tap in to the fullness of God's plan. And whereas today, when you look down the road at Farming God's Way and the incredible extension of Farming God's Way, transforming many, many lives of widows and orphans and successful small-scale farmers around the world, and being able to put this tool, Farming God's Way, into many, many NGOs and missional organizations all over the world, that all came out of that call. And really what I wanted to say in this testimony is this may be just for you today. Maybe God's got a special call in your life. And I just want to encourage you, take the time, wait on Him. Because if He says something over your life and He gives you a commissioning and a call, it's worth waiting for. My journey in this extension was worth waiting for, and I'm beginning to walk in a measure of the fullness of that, but I don't even know if I'll walk in the fullness of that for the rest of my life. But how about you? God's got a call in your life. Are you prepared to wait? Are you prepared to take the time necessary to allow Him to speak, so that you can have the pattern and the plan for your life unfold through His sovereign plan? Bless you.